Hey everybody, it is Ocarina and I am bringing you a house breakouts tour video. I've already toured this house without going over any of the breakout points or anything. So check out that video first or go to a housing portal and pick tour when you try and access this new house called Kerafyrm's Lair. It is brand new. It has to do with the special chrono events that's going on. It's an achievement. You can find out the details about that achievement and everything in that tour video. I highly recommend, if you have not actually toured this house or watched the video of me actually touring the house, I would encourage you to stop this video, go watch that first so it makes more sense. So where I'm located is... I'll tell you what the teleporter is called. Now this is Martine's house. Thank you very much, Martine, for letting me use your house so I can put teleporters down and try out all the little breakout possibilities or not possibilities to figure out how to do this video. So I named this teleporter Awakened Below Middle. And what that means is when you first zone into this house, you're in the area called Awakened. And there's an entry area, and if you go straight forward, there's a really big room at the end of the hallway. And there's two layers, two levels. So there's the platform or bridge-like area, and then there's the lower part. Where I am is in the very middle of this big, huge room. There is no way to access below that middle bridge area. So I'm inside like this column like bridge area. It's a big one. It's like I'll show you or explain more once we get up above, but underneath in this area, and it's above the floor. I didn't break out below the actual house. It's inside that column area. So I called it Awakened Below Middle because it's the middle of the room and it's below the normal part of the house, okay? So because I was limited to teleporters, it's going to be really hard for me to like fly around and accidentally go out of the breakout area and back into the house. So I had to use the layout editor once I got inside one of these to load the fourth one. I can't cheat on this house. It's not mine. So, all right. So, yeah, you'll have to build walls in this one and a roof if you want it to look, like it's a room, because you can only kind of see the outline of where the bridge is. And notice, like this curve that is an indentation, but it's blocked off. Kind of like you see this. There's an inset area and there's a block wall there. So it's the same thing. And all four corners. So this is kind of like a plus. You can see it here and here. I don't know where the walls end. You're probably going to have to use the layout editor, put them outside in the regular part, and then move them in to see where it comes in the middle. You'll see what I mean when I go up. So the Awakened Above Middle, it's not quite the middle because I wanted to get you guys on this railing. It'll be much easier for you to put down a floor if you want a floor in here. If you go straight up, it's a blackout area. All around this house, below, on the sides, above, are all blacked out. So you'd have to build everything, basically. You can go out really, really far to the sides and above, but below you can't go very far before it like zones you back to the start of this zone. So you'll have to play with that. I didn't give you waypoints for that. Speaking of which, all the breakout waypoints are in the description box of this video, and I'll also have them typed out in the posting for breakouts on the Rathian Home Show. So check that out. And there will be a link to the video behind the house name. Alright, so there's two columns. One for the portals that I use actually in this video, which are on the left side. And then the right hand side is the sleeper breakout ones. So this awakened area only has one column like thing that goes into the floor so you can't get under it without breaking out. In the sleeper area, there's, instead of having one in the middle, it's in the four corners. So those waypoints are, I go below inside the columns, but there's water there. And so it's just above the water. So if you wanted to put a floor without drowning or whatever, you can go to those waypoints. So check those out. All right. So as you can see, there you can see where I broke out into. So you see how it's kind of a plus, and then there's this beautiful middle medallion thing. So I went straight underneath the very middle of that when I broke out. So as you can see, you have to like make a curved wall to make this plus thing. So the side walls are gonna take a little bit of doing if you want to build the walls up. On here, you know, I gave you the railing part so that it's easier to build. So yeah, I didn't like go to the maximum and tell you all the heights and all of that stuff. You can play around. If you're able to get out here and figure out how to build stuff, you can figure out where it ends. So, all right. And the reason why I picked, you know, these up and down ones, if you place something on the floor or near the ceiling, and then you gradually move it up or down, where you can't see it, but you can still click to put the teleporter. That's what I did to get in there to find out the coordinates. You know, it's really easy for even someone that doesn't have a layout editor. If you want to break out up or down, just place it wherever, and then, you know, use the in-game editor to move it up and down and place it even if you can't see it still. So that's just a little tip. So if you don't use the layout editor, there is links in the decorator's resource guide. It has links to a whole bunch of stuff. It will have a link to the notepad version to edit it. And there's also another editor like tool that someone else developed later on. There's links to that as well. So, all right. So we did the awakened below and above. Now I'm going to take you to the sleeper above middle. So in that big room that you go into, there is a tip where the ceiling comes together, because it's all, you know, angled inward to the middle. So I went to the very top of that. And again, you can go for forever up and to the sides of this house. And it's pretty cool up here. Now I didn't go as far out on this one. I'm assuming it's about the same amount of space. When you do build up here, just a little note. Placing stuff or moving things around without using the editor, you have to be looking towards the actual real house part. In this case, we'll be looking down. If we went on the sides over here, you would have to look in the direction of where the house is. So you'll be looking to the side instead of up or down. So it makes decorating a lot more challenging. Okay, so before I accidentally go into the wrong area, I'm going to go to the very last teleporter, because I have no way inside the house to get to it right now. So, give me my... There we go. Alright, so the last one that I have a teleporter to is the sleeper below middle, but above the floor in the water. So I just wanted to let you know that it's in the water. It is real water. This whole sleeper thing, it's real water. If I take off my, oops, spells. If I take off my breathing, I start to drown. It is real water, even in the breakout area. So the teleporter is just above the floor. It is a breakout thing. You can go underneath this floor, but not very far. So yeah, I can swim around, and I'm going to show you what I mean by the middle of this room. So look, you can see the different bridge areas and stuff. That's towards the entrance. So yeah, it's at the very middle of the floor, but I placed it down on the floor for you. Now if I go and swim to the edge of this breakout area, I'm in the real house part now. So, yeah, here it is. So I was in this middle area. And then the extra ones are these column-like things. So it's inside of each of these corners. So I just went, okay, I don't have my compass up. I think it's... So I'm facing east, and it is... Let me see where the door is. See which direction I need to look. So, where's the door? Okay, there's the door. So when you come into this room, you'll be facing the east. So, and then if you turn this way, north. So this is the northwest corner. That is the northeast corner. Again, here's the door. That is the southwest corner. And that is the southeast corner. So, yeah. Now, just so you know, you can break out under this if you wanted to. I didn't put that waypoint. You just basically put the teleporter down and then use the editor to like push it down. And here's these things that you click on. Like if I click here, it'll go to Awakened. So I want to show you one more thing. So yeah, if you go in here, there's water in here. You will drown if you don't have water breathing. So last thing that I want to show you is I didn't realize this when I was doing the video tour, but there's these little cubbies, and you can break out of this, you know, go down or up or whatever to get out. You can go up above. You just raise the teleporter, you know, until you're just above, and then hopefully you have a teleporter that you can use to get to the teleporter you just put into an area you can't get to without teleporting. So anyway, I hope that makes sense to everyone. Let me know in the comments if you like this sort of thing. Eventually, once I get the time, I want to do it for each of the houses that have breakouts. Do a video so you can see visually where these waypoints really are. So thanks everybody for watching, and be sure to keep an eye out for the April Fool's Day Bristlebane house items. They are on test right now, and so later on I will be doing a video, hopefully in the middle of the night, if not in the morning. Thanks everybody, and enjoy.